Welcome back to my lunch break. Today I want to share with you guys, I took a trip to Scotland, did some boots on the ground work, and saw incredible things. This picture is me. I'm walking up to a castle. Now, I didn't realize that at the time of taking these pictures I was allowed to go in there, but there's been an update. I guess no one's allowed to go back in this castle. So, good thing I went when I went. And I want you guys to know that at any point, if I'm missing something, just comment below. There's just so much to see, but these pictures are unbelievable. Let's begin. This building has been burned. There's been a fire, definitely burned. But anybody walking past this probably wouldn't understand that. Now what's weird is that it's burned at the bottom, really badly. Up towards the top, it isn't really that burned, except for that corner in the back, which is just really incredible. It's called Linlithgow Palace. Here's another picture I took from the outside before I went in. You can see that it has been melted at the bottom here, clearly melted. I'm not sure if that's from a fire or what, but the stone is completely melted in these sections. They don't look like fireplaces. They have windows, so I don't know what happened. If maybe the weapon was able to come through these windows and hit right down below, and that's what happened. It came from the sky and went directly down. Unbelievable. Here I am up on the roof. I don't know why I was on the roof. That was probably a bad decision, but the old people knew how to build. They could hold me, and I'm still here, so thankful for that. Here seems like a vent. So they have ventilation systems. It doesn't make sense. Why would there be a vent in an ancient castle? Here I was taking a picture of the outside from the inside and didn't even realize until now that these stones are for sure melted. They're totally melted and deformed. Yeah, if you look at this, you can see they built an arch all the way throughout the hallway with brick. And you can see the windows on the right. They just look incredible. Here I am upstairs, and you can see down into that same area that I was talking about that looked like it got melted. And here's a staircase. They built a staircase that spiraled up. Okay, we can clearly see that there's brick that's turned black. This is a sign of fire of some sort. I don't know if it was a house fire, because it would have been all of the brick throughout the whole place, but it's not. So it looked like it's directed at some specific spot, which is interesting. Here I am again on the inside, just looking around. Now this is a crazy picture. So the roof is gone, but everything else is here. There's stone that's like chipped away up here, like a whole section's just gone. And then there's pillars down at the bottom. This is incredible. You can see the stands they have on the side, on the right hand side, where they put something. And then you can see the fire that was here. There's burned brick everywhere. But that chunk of brick is just shocking. What is going on there? Here we have another hallway with stairs at the end of it, and now I went into the basement down here. It looks more like a dungeon, like somewhere you'd keep prisoners. And it is a prison. Now, this is the middle of the castle, and on this thing in the middle is a mermaid. Definitely looks like they're telling you something. This is an interesting picture. For one, there's some sort of like crown and something else going on at the top of this. I don't know if you guys know what that is. And then they've got like two spots here where something used to be for sure. And if you keep going down, the stone is like two different colors. Very clearly, like something was running down here, or something was going on. Something was blocking this area before. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm back on the outside, and there is definitely like some sort of tech, because if you look above it, you can see birds flying right above it, and they would not move that spot. They were just flying right around that area. So I don't know what that is, but I don't know if it's just for show. Okay, now we're entering the Edinburgh Castle, and this thing is on a giant hill, so who knows what's underneath it. We're able to see the side here, and there's clearly melting. Clear melting right there. Bricks are melting right off the side. No doubt about it. You can't even question that. That's just clear melting. So now we come inside, and have you ever seen anything like this? That is bricks flowing, completely melted. Just incredible. Okay, so we're back into like the middle part of this castle. It's like a little community in one. So there's like separate buildings within the same castle. But if you look at the architecture on this building in the castle, it's clear that we don't make stuff like this now. The architecture on this is just incredible. If you look at the windows even, look at the tops of the windows. And then there's like people in the building made with brick or stone. The tops of the building look like they're burned. They're black and the rest of it is not. You can see that they've taken whatever used to be there and taken that out and put something new in there to try to distract you from seeing if there's actually something incredible built on the wall or built into the wall. And here's another example of that. Same thing. Here, I took a picture of the crown jewels, and you are not supposed to do that, so don't tell anybody. Okay, I started walking around this place, and I see a snake molding stone artwork on the wall. There's soon more walking around, and I saw this, where the stone was burned black, and look at this artwork around the window. And up here, you can see there's tech, and there's still the tech today. I'm sure it still works, but only they know how to use it, I'm sure. Otherwise, they'd get rid of it, right? My best guess is that they still get a benefit out of it. Otherwise, that would have been gone a long time ago. They don't want us seeing that. Just my best guess. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Okay, here we go with their bogus storytelling. This chapel we're about to look at was made in 1100. Even the note on here says it was probably part of a great stone tower. Just making stuff up. It is old, I'm sure. I think they're admitting that, or they're definitely not telling us about what it really is. Okay, so now I'm walking around more. I see some burning on the right, burning at the stone. And what is this? Melted stone? Yeah, that's definitely melted. Right next to us while we're all walking by. Incredible. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys one thing. In Google Maps, I didn't get to see this, but I did want to show you it. Look at this thing. Definitely the kind of area we're talking about here. It's right down the street from the Edinburgh Castle. You can see what I'm talking about. There are tons of old world buildings all over the place in Edinburgh. I'm standing on top of the Edinburgh Castle, and right over here I'm looking, and there's this massive hill, and it has a clear shape to it. It's not an ordinary hill. This definitely was something, whether it was a building or something else, maybe like something living, but it definitely looks like we got a straight upward turn right there. Who knows, maybe it was another castle. But one thing's for sure, it's not just a hill. Cool picture, I just wanted to share it with you guys. Now here's more burning on the side of the building. Definitely a fire. It's weird it didn't get all of the stone, just parts of it. Here they say they kept people prisoned in this hallway. There's definitely some weird spots on the stone here. It looks like it's warped or something. Here we have an engraving, and the date is 1780. Interesting. Considering they say that it was built in 1103. So at this point I left the castle, and I wanted to see what else they had around town that was from the old world. And the more I looked around, it seemed like everything was from the old world. You can see in the background here, the windows are just incredible. Here is this is a restaurant, if you can believe it. We all know that that's not what it was made for. Here looks like melted pillars, totally melted, clear as day. This one you can see they have like 2 different materials to build this building. What is going on here? And then this was just incredible. This cathedral was unbelievable. The pictures are just breathtaking. Being there was like, I thought I was in a different world. Here's this guy riding his bike on the cathedral. Little does he know what he's doing. He is riding his bike on old world Tartarian stuff, and he has no idea. Here's a peek from the inside, and you can see the ceilings are just incredible with pillars along the sides. Just so cool. Incredible. From the bottom to the top, the whole thing's just incredible. Here, this is definitely a Tartarian bridge. Tartarian style, at least. This is not the way we build today, and we all know it. Again, I want to say that if you guys see something that I don't, just go ahead and comment below, point it out, and I think that that's great for the whole community to work together and point everything out. Let's find it all. I edited this picture a little bit, but it definitely has tech on top of that clock, as you can see from this angle as well. Definitely has something on top of there that is from the old world. Here's more incredible architecture, just not the way we build today. A lot of burning stone brick. It fades right here on the right hand side from light brick to dark brick. Something hit up top here. Just weird. Same with this one. Incredible architecture. All over the place. It's all the same. Just incredible. And this was mind-blowing. I don't know what happened to this. It looks like something hit it. It just has indented dots. It's just crazy. I couldn't believe my eyes. Here it looks like it's melting from the bottom, this castle. It has melting under, like, on the ground level. You can see it all over. It's really incredible. It wouldn't shock me if there's something underneath the ground. More of that building. Here's a bunch of people just standing around with an owl, and they don't even see what's in the background. Time to open up the eyes. Take a look around. Amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be making lots more videos. I'm going to be going to Chicago soon and checking out the suburb area and seeing what kind of ancient buildings we can find there. I think the suburban Chicago area is filled with it, and I'm going to prove it. I hope you guys subscribe, like, comment below, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great day. See ya.